Okay, so I'm going to jump on to a race. Monza with the MP4, McLaren MP4 12C GT3 in Assetto Corsa on a British server that's jammed packed full of people. I had to leave the server because my pedals came out, but I'm rejoining it now, and hopefully I haven't missed the start of the race. Everything's set up. G25's on the table. The pedals are under the desk. The microphone is in my face. And let's see. That seems about right. Don't know if this spotter's working. Oops, closed it. This is of course what all real world racing drivers have to do, make sure the spotter works. There we go. And what else do I want to do? Oh yeah, the camera. Maybe zoomed in a little bit more. Let's try to get out of the way of people. Oh, we've got 5 minutes qualifying. Come on. Where's the it's onboard settings to change the, there we go, to change the camera FOV and position. And then it's, I guess it'll do, to be honest. That'll do. And then we set the F11, gives you the rear view mirror. Ta-da! Oops, that was a bit strange. Let's go for it. Not driven this car on this track yet, so it should be interesting. I haven't actually been playing AC that much recently. Really could do with joining some leagues and getting the racing. Really interested to see what they do to Assetto Corsa as it develops more. Oh, okay. That's a bit optimistic there on my brake, on the power of my brakes. Let's just get a guy in front of me and follow him, and then I'll be able to see where the brake points are. That's the professional way of learning how to drive a track and learning where the brake points are. He's driving the BMW GT3, Z3, M3, Z3, GT3. I don't know, just lots of threes. I can only look right, so I've found my left look button to chat. Okay, here we go. This McLaren, it has kind of a strange behaviour to its physics, where well, it might be how the real car drives, but it feels strange in that it kind of wants to keep going into a corner when you turn it in, and it keeps going. It could just be this car setup. I've had that happen with other cars in other games and in AC, depending on the setup. But it's a bit disconcerting when you first get in it if you're not expecting it. You turn into the corner and the car just keeps going, and you think, oh, there's a car stopped ahead.
Car stopped ahead.
Oh, it's the pits. Okay, the spotter doesn't isolate them from the pits. Which is fair enough. I've got too used to the cars like the Formula Bath that allow you to just ram the car into the corners and it sticks. The BMW GT3 is a bit like that as well. This car, I think you have to slow down a little bit more to get it to stick into the corner initially. I've just done it again. You really have to brake very early for that. What terrible driving. The steering wheel in the McLaren looks like the that Sim Raceway 1 Wiimote style controller. Loads of people have modded their G25s with those. I think they actually look pretty decent, and I don't think it's that bad of an option, to be honest. I think it's got all the buttons on it. And there are some problems. It's worth checking out the Inside Sim Racing video actually about that, because they cover all the the details of that wheel. There we go. That's it. That's a bit better. Feels slightly more immersive. Dying for the Oculus Rift DK2. Should be only a month or two away now, but that's going to be incredible. And I think that'll be a good excuse for me to get back into doing more sim racing. To be honest, I've kind of moved away from sim racing. Car stopped ahead. Slow car ahead. Been playing a lot of Counter-Strike Go, Arma 3. We're checking out the Arma 3 go-kart mod actually. Stationary car to the right. DLC. It's £1.19, but if you've already got Arma 3, it's really worth getting just for messing around in and for fun. Don't expect a serious simulator from it. But if you just want a casual mess around go-karting, then it's pretty decent. It drives a bit like one of those rubbish arrive and drive cars you get, go-karts you get at the average go-kart centre. On Van Hoot. Stationary car to the left. Slow car ahead. It's starting to feel like I've picked the wrong car, and I should have practiced this track a bit offline. We'll get the hang of it by lap 2 or 3. The laser scanning of this track's awesome though. I've turned the graphics down a bit, so it looks a bit flaky. I think Kunos could still do some optimization on that, on how the shadows display, and some of the like aliasing. But in general, it looks really nice, especially if you turn the graphics up. Oh, I hope I've got the right amount of fuel. Okay, that'll do. Plenty of fuel. Default setups all around. It's all good. And now this is going to be really interesting. 24 cars. This is going to be an absolute disaster. I think I might pull over a bit at the start to avoid the carnage. These cars look beautiful from behind though. Oh, there's a stationary car to the left. No stationary shit. Car to the left. That's maybe because we're on the grid. Oh, there's a slow car ahead. Yeah, the spot is not perfect yet, but as a free edition, can't complain. I should put the 1960s voice on, it's far better. Right. Oh, this is the trepidation. Someone's gonna die.
There's someone parked on the track up ahead, watch out.
Okay, already.
To your left.
Already cars going flying, avoided that.
There's someone parked on the track up ahead, watch out.
Why is that guy just barging him?
There's someone parked on the track up ahead, watch out.
Surprised the game...
Watch out, there's a slow chap ahead.
Oh, nice one.
Stop to the left.
Fantastic.
To the left. To your right.
I mean, this is part of the problem with public servers. Thought I got through that without without losing my life there, and then I think someone just charged right on through. But you see, it's the people with... I mean, what's that guy's ping? 78. The guy with the 57 ping, he's completely... He looks fine.
To your right.
Oh, I can't believe he did that again. He's doing it in there. Quality. Oh my god. What a disaster.
3 abreast and you're in the middle. To your left.
Well, this is a bit of a mess.
There's a car stopped to the left. Slow car on your left.
Now this guy in front, he's got a 30 ping. You see, he looks really good. I think people under 80 or so, ideally under 50, then it works well.
Watch out, there's a slow chap ahead.
But even, I think one thing is with public server racing, even though the starts are often a complete disaster, and you know, it can be a bit of a mess, and not exactly realistic, but it's a good way to learn tracks to a basic level and just have fun racing with people.
There's a car stopped.
You're not going to get the kind of experience that you get in you know, a proper league race or a good iRacing race. But
there's a slow chap ahead.
if you take the good with the bad and you try and avoid crashes, you still get really good racing moments on public servers. And so if you kind of treat it as a sort of throwaway, pick up, have a bit of enjoyment with nice physics experience, make the most of it, then it can be really nice. I do wonder if Kunos will add in more features to sort of, or if people will be able to do it for the interface, so that people can, or the servers can auto kick people that are spinning or people causing crashes. I know you can vote kick people now, and there's more options there. Oh my, I keep doing the same thing. I don't know why I have like an ingrained perception that I can brake later on that corner. Pull over to let him past.
To your left.
It's terrible. This car has really nice physics to it though, even though I'm making a dog's dinner of it. Force feedback's really nice, the way the car is moving around the track, it's awesome. Got two more laps to learn the track and gain some places. The moral here is using the brake markers to actually gauge the brake points. And once you know where they are, you can dial it in bit by bit. I think this car actually sounds pretty decent as well. Some of the cars in Assetto Corsa sound to me like absolute garbage. they're just not satisfying to listen to. Whereas this one and a couple of them have a tone, and they're not particularly grunty, but they have the nice tone to them. They sound tuned or in tune.
Watch out.
So if you're wearing headphones and you turn the bass up, turn the volume up, you actually get something that's quite nice.
To your right.
The spot is actually working quite well there.
He's still on the right.
I hope you don't drive into me. Oh, nice. Yeah, so I don't know what it is with people on lap 1 and just going absolutely crazy, because people are driving fairly decent now. You know what, maybe I'm just locking my wheels up and not getting a feel for it. Need to tweak the force feedback a bit. The understeer's not coming through too much at the moment, and the
car stop to the right.
The state of the rear wheels is a bit off. That's absolute carnage. That's one of the things with aces. If you fiddle with the force feedback a bit, normally out of the box it's fine, but it's always worth fiddling with the force feedback and getting the whether or not it's realistic is a separate issue, but getting enough feel so that you know if the rear wheels are locking up or not. Okay,
to your
that was
right.
a bit strange.
To your right.
It's really important to know when you're at the limit, and I find in AC you can often feel that through the force feedback rather than just relying on memory or the visuals. This car has a really unique character in terms of if you throw it into the corner, the way it wants to carry on. I really do wonder how much of that is the default setup and how much of it is this actual car in the game. So you need to fiddle with that a bit.
There's someone parked on the track up ahead. Watch out. Car stop to the right.
See, he's pinging 78 and he's warping and jumping a little bit. Oops. This car does not like to be driven on the grass. Actually, it's really noticeable, the grass texture on this track especially, and the sprites they've got for the
Watch out, there's a slow
individual
chap ahead.
grass blades are really nice.
There's someone parked on the track up ahead. Watch out.
I was thinking about it, this track actually is one of the more realistic looking ones, I think. The trees are look a bit fake, but the actual track texture and the grass and the general assets and work around the track look really believable. I think if the server had picked a better time of day, so it's more evenly, could have only have looked better.
To your right.
One more lap. That's the other good thing with just public server racing, and even though it often is a disaster and you have people joining a server that clearly don't know how to drive the track with the given car, I mean, who would do such a thing? You do sprint races, you just do another race, it doesn't matter. It's a really fun way to learn tracks and just get comfortable with cars around you. And a lot of the time you don't want a serious, you know, like a full-on serious sim race, full-length races with all the preparation and everything that goes into that. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't.
Keep to the right.
Oh dear, I totally cut him off there. I kind of got away with that, I don't know. I don't know how much I bumped into him if I did. It was nice of him to not ram into me. Felt a bit cheeky for doing that. Oh well.
Watch out, there's a slow chap ahead.
Oh, I've done it again. Well, we're getting there, but we're 582nd on the actual lap timer, so really should be in the top 100 at least. Until you get in the top 100, you're doing something fundamentally wrong. Catch this guy before the end of the race. It really wants to get stuck in. It's like, especially on that corner, the car just wants to keep going in one direction, and then it suddenly bites in and wants to go in the other. I think with practice, you can very purposefully guide the car into the corner to make sure that it goes where you want it to go, rather than the car deciding to go off on its own.
There's someone parked on the track up ahead. Watch out.
Well, that's that race. That's
Watch out, there's a slow chap ahead.
8th place out of 24. It's not too bad considering.
There's someone parked on the track up ahead. Watch out.
That's the first time doing an online race on this track, but the driving was horrendous. Thanks for watching, and if you haven't yet and you enjoyed the video, don't forget to click the subscribe and like button.